responded to an article about the ratings for Hard Knocks, guys, in Pittsburgh, in that area, being, get this, triple.
That's awesome.
Triple the national average. AB's response, get ready for it. He said, my ex still thinks of me. This is the tweet.
We're playing the saxophone for this?
Yeah, Kenny G, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
AB supposedly all in Oakland. Is he? Is he having post-breakup thoughts, regrets? What a tweet by him. I love it.
Really good. Nice and short. Yes. Brevity is wit.
Nice.
This reminds me, I go back to the year about 2003 when the Le'Veon Bell of the day, it was Priest Holmes' time, and MySpace had a feature that was so fantastic that was if you posted a photo, it would tell you who's viewed the photo. So if you put up a new picture and your ex-girlfriend, say, would look at that picture, she'd be so out and be like, yep, you're still checking me out. That's what I feel like is going on here. He's very validated that his ex is still all about him, still obsessed with him. The problem is, though, like he's putting on like not the greatest product for his ex necessarily, but the attention, I think, is more than anything.
You know, you can do that with Instagram stories as well.
No, is that true?
When you post a story, you can see who views
screwed.
it. I'm just saying, MySpace was a pull, but
no,
it still happens today. Yeah,
MySpace
absolutely.
was beautiful.
What do you guys think?
It's an interesting deal because I think the Steelers fans are looking to see a train wreck, and I think Antonio Brown thinks that they're looking because they're jealous or something. I think he's missing the point here. They're watching because they want to see the drama. They want to see the circus.
They want to say LOL, don't they?
They want to say LOL. They want to see you fail, Antonio. So use that as motivation however you see fit. Hard Knocks being watched more in Pittsburgh than the rest of the country is something that just tells you how the NFL operates. People love their teams, and they love to see those who score in their teams suffer in different ways.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a ton of fans in Pittsburgh that are burned by Antonio Brown, and there's still some that love him, and they're sitting back.
Are there? You think there are fans right now who wear the Antonio Brown jersey?
100%, bro.
I guarantee you that is not the case.
Okay, well, hashtag GMFB, Pittsburgh fans, reach out to us and let us know, because I would love to know. Maybe we put a poll up, because I feel like some fans can still appreciate what he did on the field, because when he played, he was at the top of his game. He was the best receiver in the game.
Do you think
you can never dismiss
he was a good player? Do you understand? Do you want to? This is my thing.
Go ahead.
You think a Steelers fan, week one, Steelers play, I think they play the Patriots, whatever it is, the first home game. You think there is a single fan in that building wearing an Antonio Brown 84 jersey?
I do.
That isn't doctored or monster.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I saw one this morning on social media. I'm not kidding. Someone posted it, and they took the BR out of his name and put it as CL, so it was 84 and clown. Like, there might be some of those. But it was a tough week 17 last year, Nate. I feel like it was the cardinal sin. I don't know if he goes back.
Listen, a fan and his player, that is the most intense relationship.
Fan and the team is the most intense relationship.
I beg to differ. The fan and the player is the most intense relationship, and it's a love affair that you can only write up in a movie. But I will say this: Antonio Brown is going to be called by his ex in different forms. It's going to be social media. It's going to be Instagram.
Take me down this road.
Come on. No, I'm just saying it's going to be all these different ways that he's going to hear about his ex.
Yeah.
And I once heard a quote: "If your ex call, don't pick up because she has nothing new to say." So stop responding, Antonio, because as much as it makes you look cool that your ex is looking at you, it also makes you look thirsty that you still want to be with your ex. That's
my ex still thinks of me, says Antonio Brown. There's a whole other layer to this story, guys, with Le'Veon Bell that we will dig into during the show. We have to check in with Will Selva out in the newsroom in Culver with the latest from coast to coast on a Thursday. What's up, Will?
All right, what's going on there, Kay? And guys, of course, there's another layer to the Antonio Brown story, right? Well, Carson Wentz's status for tonight's Eagles-Ravens preseason is still unknown. He has yet to take the field, and you can't blame head coach Doug Peterson for being extra cautious with his franchise quarterback. Peterson wanting to make sure Wentz is fully healthy. Wentz is coming off a back injury that eventually derailed his season last year. The season before, he had a knee injury. If he does play, Wentz will be open game for the defense. So does he want to get that first hit out of the way during the preseason?
I'm really not worried about it, to be honest. Every year coming in, it's always going to be that first hit, no matter if it's 3 months off, 6 months off, 10 months, 12 months, it doesn't really matter. That first hit wakes you up real quick, and it's football mode again, so I'm really not too worried about it.
Well, one quarterback who we know will play in his team's third preseason game is Drew Brees. Head coach Sean Payton didn't specify how much action he'll see Saturday against the Jets. Brees has yet to take a preseason snap, and he's fine with it, but does say there's some things that he wants to work out with his receivers.
give a lot of flexibility to the receivers and to me as a quarterback. Guys' ability to do something and alter the route, alter the route depth, alter the direction, just things that allow the receiver to get open. But also, man, we got to be on the same page, right? Because I have to anticipate, what you're doing. We got to be seeing the same things and anticipating the same things. And that just takes time, right? I mean, just like I described, you need, I think the ideal time is, man, you get like a year and a half of that. And going into year 2 is when you really begin to, allow things to clear up for you.
And Breeze and company facing their former defensive coordinator down there, Triple G, Greg Williams, who last week against the Falcons was dialing up the pressure against Matt Ryan and the Falcons to the tune of 5 sacks. So Breeze says, bring it on, even though it is the 3rd preseason game. He doesn't want to see a vanilla defense, and we know that Triple G does not like to do anything vanilla. He is going to be bringing it against them on Saturday night.
No vanilla granola?
No vanilla granola. You know that, Kay.
Adios, Selva. We'll talk to you in a bit. ¿Dónde está Melvin Gordon?
No sé.
Where is he? When? Wait, what do I say when? When? In Spanish?
No. Cuando.
Cuando. Will we see him? We don't know. We've got a hint. It's probably not really great for Charger fans after Derwin James also gets injured.
Okay, you speak a whole other language. Never mind Spanish. Just do it in Polish. It's an incredible talent.
Okay, musimy pogadać o Josh Gordon. On gra dla Patriots.